Okay, hi, Kata. Hi, Matthew and Savannah. Thank you for coming. Oh my God.
This one.
Oh,
I'm saying, yeah. Cool. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Hi.
Hi, Jordan. Jordan, this is Kata, Matthew, Uni. These are actually really awesome. You know Uni. Kata
Yeah.
and Matthew are really awesome artist friends of mine. I think Passion Asasu is my friend Fa and my friend Cosmo. They're out there somewhere. Okay, so Jordan, so where do you want to, is Alicia still there?
They're on their way over from
Okay.
uh the gallery.
Their space is so big that like it takes a while for people to walk from one side to the other side.
Well, I think they're finishing up. I'll grab them in a second if they're not
Right.
over here.
Yeah, so thank you guys for your patience. I'm recording. I hope that's okay for everyone.
Definitely.
It's
You
really,
look great.
yeah. What were
You
you
look
gonna
great on
say?
the
It
screen.
does good, amazing. Okay, Matthew and Kata and Lisa. Hi, Lisa. You guys, Matthew and Silvana up in the screen and Kata, these are my friends in Weimar. These are artist friends. And then Lisa, down here, this is like my oldest friend who's also a painter in Texas. So anyway, it's just like I'm like emotional. I didn't know how I would feel seeing all your faces at the same time. This is the most guests I've ever had in my studio. So I'm already kind of like freaking out. This is normally like a really private space for me.
Looks awesome.
Yeah,
Looks
great.
real.
I mean, I like put some stuff on the wall, because it was otherwise, if I take this stuff down, you can see, you can just see, oh, that's where I made the 5 paintings for the show. I made them like right there. Um, yeah. Okay, anyway. Um, so normally I'm like in painting mode, and right now it's just kind of weird because I mean, you guys all know like I'm a painter, but I also make like interactive sculptures. And right now I'm like the painting show is wrapping up, and then like it's over here, like interactive sculpture time, and like paint and metal don't mix very well. So I'm really trying to keep everything clean. So, but you can see it's not that clean. It's like so. And actually, my Weimar artist friends know this sculpture because this is something that I made in our MFA project, actually, when we studied together. This is the compass that rotates. It's not on right now. It's resting. I had to recharge the battery. Um, so I guess when people walk back over to where Jordan's sitting, um, I was gonna,
Uh-oh.
yeah, he was gonna
I'm
talk
not
a little
on
bit.
the
Okay.
okay.
He was
They'll make it
gonna,
over.
okay. Okay, so who wants to start? Jordan, do you want to start or you want me to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Um it's a great opportunity to present the show came about as we were coordinating schedules. There are actually two shows currently taking. Oh, look at that one. Yeah. There are two shows
Okay.
currently taking place about the brain, and so I thought this is a great opportunity, and so we brought Kathryn in for LOCULUS TIMORIS, and um, it's just I'm sorry, I'm just lost in the show for a second, but Kathryn, well, you'll tell the background behind the show,
I can
but
tell the background a little bit.
yeah. So one thing that was really exciting was the other day, we received word from artsy.net, which is like our global inventory platform. They do some editorial and whatnot, and they went through their exhibitions for this month for Artsy and picked a short list of shows. I don't remember the number. It was less than 10, I think 5 maybe.
5. Yeah.
Um, yeah, 5 shows around the world to highlight, and they did a story on Catherine's show. And we've
Okay.
been art for like 15 years, and that was a first for us. It was really exciting.
Yeah, look, I'm
There are,
sharing the screen. Look, guys, so this was
I
like
think,
five standout shows.
3,000 galleries on Artsy, and we have 3 shows. If that gives you any idea how many shows are going on right now. They took the time to learn about this show and feature it. So
Yeah.
super. And you're getting views from like all over the world all day, every day. So that's really nice.
Yeah, we were real excited about that. I know all my friends, I've been like plugging it on social media, so they already know. They're like, we know Kathryn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big deal. That never happens.
Yeah, that
So
was really cool. We were really excited. And I didn't know that artsy was like a big thing. Like in Germany, it's not really like, I mean, it's there, but like I don't really know about it. I mean, don't tell artsy. Let me go back in time.
I don't know enough, but
Knew about
I
it,
think
but I didn't know it was like such a big deal in the US. And Jordan
US and
was like, look, we're in the article. And I was like, wow, that's great. And then I was like, wait a minute, wow, 5 shows to see in small galleries. And he was like, it's global. And we were like, holy shit, this is really exciting. Yeah.
we get super excited when we're in the top 5 in Texas. So, it is a big deal. And we have a lot of people from the medical community that have become interested in the show. Recently, the UT Southwestern, University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center shared information about the show to the Center for Brain Health, and their director and some other people in their education world have reached out to begin coming into to view. That just happened yesterday. So good things.
Yeah, it's the last week. Well, yeah. So thank you guys for all being here. Jordan, the artist here, Kata, who I introduced you to, her partner Stefan is also an artist. So this is like my artist crew globally, like my friends. Thank you guys for being here. It's super cool.
Okay.
Well, so I showed you guys the article. I guess my Texas friend, actually none of you, because I'm like a hermit. I never show this stuff to people. But some of the work from the show, let's see, I'll show that real quick. I have to share. Wait, let me go back. I'll just share. So I mean, my friends have seen me working on this for like the last year. I've been talking about this painting for like the last year and a half. But these works, so they're all about fear, and these were actually taken from an MRI scan of that was moving through my brain, and I took it frame by frame, and I made 10 paintings that, when you see them consecutively, create like the illusion that you're moving through my brain, and it's called film. And I use these colors. These are kind of explosive colors. I have to protect my keyboard before I do this because I was practicing earlier and like this happened. So this is this orange color. This is like a pigment. I have to show it like this. Okay, it's from this like pigment shop in Weimar. And it's this super, super, super orange. And then there's this awesome blue that I found also at this place called, do you guys know this place? My Weimar crew, it's called the Farbebau, Farbebauladen, I don't know, something like that. Okay, but this is the blue. I don't know if you can see, but it's so beautiful, this French ultramarine. So I use these because I feel like when we're terrified, we see like really bright electric colors. And so I wanted people to feel that. Um, and I wanted to show you guys real quickly. I animated the MRI scan, and I think actually all my friends remember. I didn't know you yet, but like in 2018, I lost my vision briefly for like 2 months, and it was really intense. And like as a painter, that's like the most intense thing that can happen to you is just not to be able to see anything. And it's a long story, but then I worked out of it. But it did kind of inspire this whole series of like, also I was staying in the US 2 years ago, and it really occurred to me that everyone was living in a hyper state of fear all the time. And it really affects you, especially as a woman. I was really, or like as an LGBT woman, I was really aware of like, wow, this is kind of different living with this much fear. Um, but one of the things that I did that I think ties all this work together, and those of you that know me know I'm a big film nerd, and I don't even really see myself as a painter so much. I see myself more as like a director. And I made an animation actually that I want to show you guys real quick. It lasts 2 minutes, and I'm going to play a track behind it. It's Blonde Redhead. It's this really awesome song. Yeah, okay. So I made these illustrations to show like that was my brain. That was this one of the great things about Germany is like we have like free healthcare. So they have made like 72 MRI scans of different angles of my brain. And so I took the one that I thought was like showed everything and I just put my own drawings on it, narrating kind of how I felt. And I feel like that kind of connects all of it, the whole show, like living through fear, and now we're all kind of living through this weird, prolonged slow motion train crash of like the end of the world. And I just feel like it's more important now than ever, to be able to move through the world while we're afraid and just lean into what we care about. And what keeps us going is people and humanity, and go with that. So thanks thanks for all being here. I don't really have anything else to say. Does anyone have questions? Or Jordan, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, do I have, no,
Yeah.
can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me? So in terms of like, you had your temporary blindness and began looking into what was going on with your brain. Um, did you learn anything from that that like helps you manage anxiety and fear?
Dude, what a great question. Actually, Jordan and I we've had so many conversations that's never come up. Yeah, absolutely. It's okay. There are no grandmas here. Absolutely. Like, actually, I processed all of that. I like, lost everything and made peace with like, okay, I can't control anything. I can't control whether this country lets me stay here. I can't control if I can see again. I can't control if I keep breathing, and I let go of everything, which was amazing. And, the greatest gift that I ever gave myself. I mean, it was forced on myself because just a year later, I had this horrible visa meeting and I could just in the moment go, okay, can I control this? What can I control? What can I control? Am I around people I care about? Do I believe what I'm doing right now? Am I hurting anyone? Am I making things better? And then 2 years later, Corona happened and everyone was losing their shit. And I was like, okay, what can I control? Live in the small town in East Germany. And, I thought, and it was really interesting because that moment of human crisis that everybody felt, no matter how wealthy or where they live, we all felt it. And we all asked ourselves, where is home? Where do I want to be? And who do I want to be with while the world ends? Matthew and Sylvana were stuck in Colombia with Sylvana's family. Like we were all like, okay. And I looked at the US and was like, I'm not going back there. And so I, was like, okay, I'm going to learn German and I'm going to make it work. So anyway, the answer to your question is yes.
Well, what about like seeing so many images of it, like from the digital, like the medical images to the ones that you're making? Like, what does that do for you in terms of like understanding how everything works? Do you feel like you have more control over things like that, like control over your own feelings than you did before?
Well, that's a really
Like, you
good
can't
question. And
wait,
yeah,
but how you react to it. Did visualizing it help, or creating the images, did that help?
actually, yeah, visualizing it, seeing an MRI scan, I think we're all looking for answers all the time because nothing around us makes sense and we're running out of time and we have no idea what's happening and everything's changing all the time. And our brains are basically meat sacks that are full of data and we don't know what to do with it and we're trying to find patterns. So I did look at these MRI scans and wonder, am I going to see some kind of clue? And no, actually, we go into space and we send, golden records into space and we're looking for some proof of life. We're looking for some proof of sense and meaning. And it just leads us back to ourselves. And when we look into our own brains, literally look into our own brains for meaning, we're left just looking at nothing that really shows us any answers. Actually, that is what this whole series kind of celebrates, or what I know I have this work on the wall over here just to demonstrate it is one of the things in my painting works of the brain that I do try to actually celebrate is that we don't really know what's going on. We're doing our best. We're running out of time. We don't know what anything means. We're trying to assign meaning to things, maybe finding a God to explain it, and then we die. So it's celebrating not actual sense that we're making, it's celebrating the bravery that we do keep going. We don't know what's going on, but we're doing our best and we're trying to make the world better and we're making things we care about and we don't know anything and we don't know if any of our decisions are really good decisions. We can't really see the future. So yeah, it's more like it honors the nonsense that we navigate, that like how brave it is, that we're all
So now that
actually basically blind and we just don't want to admit it. Like that
well,
anyway.
now that you've like explored it like to the point that you have thus far, what else are you looking to express or show about the brain? Or like, are you going to continue to use that as one of your subjects in your work?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the brain, if we only know maybe 10% of anything about the brain. So, because my work celebrates more the journey we're trying to make, absolutely. I'll be making brains forever. They're kind of like my work has like the consciousness side, which is showing these formulas and be fictional or not, and arrows and making sense of things. And then I have the unconscious of my work that is these interactive machines or sculptures that are just trying to lead people to an experience. So yeah, it's gonna go on
And
as long as I do.
I feel like 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 the big one here, it's almost like the brain is almost like a map. It's like a
Yeah,
topography or something.
yeah. The
And
one
is
that
it like
yeah, the one he's talking about right now, just so my people that aren't there, this is the one he's talking about right now.
kind
Yeah.
of the way that you're talking about it, all the mysteries of it, and that you're only like 10% into it? It's almost as if that's like a map, like your roadmap to like various other discoveries that you'll make as you're like progressing in your practice.
I don't know where it's going next. I plan to still lead with fear and see where that takes me, but I'm also heading more into the direction of interactive machines and experiences right now.
Oh, great. I like the idea of this is the beginning of a journey, and that you'll have artifacts as you move
Yeah,
through
for
this.
sure.
Like some are interactive, some of them are digital, some are sculptures, paintings. It's really, really cool. I like that.
Thanks. It's kind of in the US, especially, it's really fashionable to be like, I'm a painter and I only paint this, or I'm a sculptor and I only do this. But I really use whatever medium I need to use. And if that's animation to make my point, then I'll use that. If it's a performance, then I'll use that. And if it's painting, that I'll use that. But I am old school and I am very much a painter. I'd like to direct one day, actually. So until then, my paintings are my movies, my films.
So, and now you're working on these sculptures that you kind of gave us a glance at there.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So do you want me to show you around a little bit? Like I mean, it's actually most of my friends haven't been here yet, but this is one of the, no, I'll go over here. So this is a work that this one's going to Berlin soon. And it's kind of, it looks really cool and the photos look really cool, but it's like it's a really big bitch. I have to clean it, and physically move it. Actually, Matthews helped me change the battery before in the snow in Berlin when it was outdoors for a month. So lifting my weights so I can
yep.
install that in 3 weeks. I have to remind myself, okay, I can't just do easy things. If you care about it, it's okay to use your muscles a little, hurt your back. It's okay. And then paintings, actually nobody here has been to my studio yet, including like Matthew and Savannah. Okay. So this is where it is. I have a light on myself, that I usually use because it shows colors really well. And then this is where I'm mixing stuff over here. This is in the corner. That's the base of the compass that I have to move soon. And yeah, that's it. Some plants, some ramen.
Nice space. That would be a difficult space to come by. It's pretty large.
Well, it was a German artist friend of mine. She actually, what was really funny is for her, she was a light sculptor. Her name's Judith Rottenberg, and she makes light sculptures. So for her, she had every window blacked off because she needs no light so she can make her sculptures. And then I came in and was like, "What?" And so, yeah, we just laughed how different both of us could interpret one space.
That's awesome.
Does anyone else have any questions? I know it's quite late for my people here. It's already 11. So I don't want to keep people. Jordan, is there any way you can like move your camera so people could
Yeah,
see kind of,
yeah, one sec, I'll do that.
since you're there in person so people can see the whole. You guys, thank you for waiting and being so patient. Thank you. Oh, was the heart from Savannah or Matthew?
There we go.
Savannah, thank you for the heart, Savannah. Heart, big heart back to you.
So we are
Hassan is
uh,
one of the lecturers at Bauhaus with me. I'm doing like a crash course at
Hi,
Bauhaus.
hi.
Hi, Hassan. Hi, Hassan.
um,
Hi, welcome to my.
I know.
Yeah, Hassan is one of the professors at Bauhaus University. I sent them like a last minute, message. Hey, who wants to come? So thank you for joining. We're leading. We have Hassan and I. We have like an intense 2 week course at Bauhaus University right now. Oh, my show's upside down. That's pretty cool. And so mine was on. I mean, it's like technically an academic writing course, but I've turned it into like a film course where we talk about the film metropolis and sci-fi in 1920s Berlin and. Oh my God, that's my face. Do I look like that? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is the show, you guys. Can you see down here? That's how it looks. It looks like you guys are most of the participants, so thanks for coming. It was kind of a last minute thing we threw together. So it means a lot that you guys are all here. Also, Hassan, thanks for joining. It's like 11 p.m. for us in Germany. This is wild seeing Jordan from two different perspectives. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so you guys can see the drawings up close. My friends here know I have like a typewriter and I use my typewriter on my drawings now. It kind of adds to the medical diagramness of it. Awesome. Thanks, Jordan. So does
Good.
anyone else have any questions? I know it's kind of late for my people.
Kathryn, I have a question. Yeah, so and I'm sorry to hear that because I didn't know you have like a temporary blindness and then but read like your recent statement for the dystro and then I kind of pretty shocked and I feel sorry and then so my kind of question and because I really interesting about your that film like a video you showed to earlier and then I love your mark making and the texture on your painting and also video. So could you a little bit explain about that wide like gesture like a mark making on the video for
That's
you?
that's a really
That's
good
really kind
question.
of interesting. So what's that? How yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mm.
Well, why don't I share really quickly just this video so people can kind of see what I mean. But with the mark making, it's the same way that I make my drawings, where you start and you just keep going and you make it all, try to make all of it in one line to keep the freedom of it. Yeah, that's all. The mark making is kind of, it's a way for me to kind of show movement, and it's a way for me to strip things down to something really kind of primal.
Okay, okay.
I can tell Yuni's a professor at an art school. Good question.
And then I personally are really interested about your research, like the sketchbook and the paper on your studio, if possible. And then can I kind of like see? And then I think because
Okay.
I'm as a teacher, and then because it's really important nowadays for the like even like foundation course level and how to research and what's and then I think that's really kind of interesting.
But I mean, this is kind of actually it's interesting because this looks like the kind of medical diagrams I'm trying to reference. But this is just me
Uh-huh.
showing myself where I want to put the parts that I sewed on. And then I'm going to show you guys like a big secret. This is my whole color plan back here. I make like a color map, before I
Uh-huh.
start any painting series, and then I only use those colors. So this one's been through a lot. This is the one that went through the pandemic. So, I mean, that helps me. This one with the fear paintings was like a lot simpler. This was just, I mean, you can see I had like two main blues and this orange and this black. And then things that show me, okay, what kind of shape would work, what kind of color works. Sometimes the words that I put into the sketches that I make and the paintings that I make are just things that come up in a tarot card reading or things that come up in a Johnny Cash song I'm listening to, or so I just sort of incorporated it all together to make totally new, bizarre kind of
That's
sense. It's
amazing.
actually not more bizarre than, how wild our reality is every day. I'm just honoring the wildness of what we're doing.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions? No, I guess that's it. I think we did. I think I talked about everything. You guys got to see the video, got to wave the article in your face again. It made me clean my studio. That's nice. And I got to wear this shirt for the first time. I wore this shirt to impress you guys. Look, it's vintage and it has like a pirate thing on it. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be my like open studio shirt. So thanks you guys for being a part of that. Right. And if you guys ever want, oh, Jordan, you're muted. If you guys ever want to check out Ro2 Gallery in Dallas, they have a big, beautiful, well-lit space. That's Jordan. He usually looks less confused than that, but that's
Like,
Jordan. He usually looks
I'm
exactly
unmuted
that
now.
happy.
I'm technologically challenged, and today was like a tech nightmare. So we have like three devices connected to you right now, and it's been like which one's which, and there's sound coming from one, video on two, and then a third I think is just for fun.
Yeah,
But
maybe
this
a
is
fourth one hanging
thank-
out in there somewhere.
yeah, thank you. This is
Jordan, it has like
Yeah.
closing reception for show. Closing
sorry?
reception. I mean, like you guys,
Next Saturday is the last day.
this Saturday, last Saturday, right? Next Saturday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Originally, this was scheduled to end on the 16th, and we extended it to the end of the month.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
So there's like a party on Saturday, or it's just like a chill day. People can come look.
It's just chill for the most part. Yeah, the last day we usually like have some drinks, like available and whatnot. But
Yeah, Jordan and Ayana, thank you for, using your skills to put all this together. Thank you, Ayana. Thank you, Jordan. Jordan's leaving for New York tomorrow for like a really long road trip. So yeah, thanks
the
for,
first time I've driven beyond the second time I've driven across the border. Oddly enough,
nice.
but yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let my friends go to bed. Thank you guys all for joining. It means a lot that you're here. Thank you, Hassan, also for joining.
Thank you.
All right, bye guys. So
Congratulations, Catherine.
yeah, thank you guys. Keep in touch.
It was fun.
Bye, Unique.
Bye guys. Bye.